This episode is exclusively sponsored by CanWe. Get clear on what you and your date are looking for faster. CanWe is your expert guide on your dating journey. Check out the CanWe app in Apple's App Store or on Google Play. Hi there, I'm Vincent Boss and I provide dating and self-improvement advice. And in today's podcast, we're going to be discussing Dumper starts dating. What now if you want to get your ex back? I provide audio coaching to help people try and get their ex back or get a new girlfriend or boyfriend. Check out my website for more details. www.dateme.tips. Please check your spam and junk folders if you are expecting an email from me. So now let's get back into today's podcast, and today we are discussing Dumper starts dating. What now if you want to get your ex back? So if you have been dumped and want to try to get your ex back, the worst news that you can hear is that your ex is dating again. Or is it? In today's podcast, I'm going to give you 3 points to consider when you want to get your ex back and you hear that they are dating someone new. So let's get straight into this. And number one is that it might be a rebound. So if you have gone through a breakup and you find out that your ex is dating someone new after days, weeks or months, this is a red flag that this might be a rebound relationship. Now, I'm just going to breeze over somewhat what a rebound relationship is, because I've gone in depth on rebound relationships on other podcasts on my YouTube channel. Please make sure you subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, and check out all of the content that I have uploaded on rebound relationships if you want to fully immerse yourself in my theory of this type of connection. But in essence, a rebound relationship is something which doesn't last long term. It doesn't last forever. And hence, if your ex is in a rebound relationship, then this would suggest that this relationship won't last the test of time. So the main red flag for a rebound relationship is that it starts soon after a breakup. Certainly days or weeks after is a strong red flag. But months, even many months, can also suggest that this might be a rebound relationship. I would suggest that if this connection is after a year or more since your breakup, then there is a chance that this is a relationship built on stronger foundations, and hence, it might not be a rebound relationship. But look, don't get hung up on dating labels. At the end of the day, if your ex is dating someone new, this doesn't mean it will last forever. Look at your own relationship with your ex. Unfortunately, you are now separated. Unfortunately, this has not lasted the test of time. It doesn't mean that you can't get your ex back, but we have to acknowledge that currently your relationship is over. And hence, once you was in a relationship and everything felt great, and now you're out of a relationship and things feel that you won't get back together probably. It feels like it's over, it's finished. So what I'm trying to get across here is that things change. Just because your ex might feel happy with somebody else right now, it doesn't mean they're going to feel happy forever. And additionally, if you consider that this might be a rebound relationship, if this has started very soon after your breakup, the likelihood is this will only last a matter of months before it ends. And hence, if you want to try to get your ex back, there is every possibility that your ex, the dumper, will be single again in the future. And this will enable yourself to put yourself in the best possible position to get them back when they are single once more. Now, this doesn't mean you should be sitting around. This doesn't mean that you should be clock watching, because unfortunately there is no 100% guaranteed way to get your ex back. And not every dumpee will hear from their ex again, whether they are single or not. So please always move forward with your life, make new connections, and live life to the full. But if and when your ex does become single, if and when your ex does want to reach out to you again, just be ready, be prepared, and make sure you build a new connection on stronger foundations than you had before. So now let's get into point number 2 and the second point of today's podcast about dumper starts dating. What now if you want to get your ex back? And point number 2 to consider is that use the shift of mindset to move from thinking about your ex to thinking about you. Now look, you want to be thinking of other people in your life. I'm not the type of person to say you want to be arrogant, you want to be self-centered, but in this instance, you really do need to concentrate on you rather than somebody else, i.e. your ex. So use this as an opportunity to shift your mindset from your ex to you. If you have been dumped and you want to try to get your ex back, you will naturally be thinking of your ex 24/7, especially during the early times after the breakup took place. You will concentrate on your ex and nothing else. So if you want to get your ex back and you find out that they are dating somebody new, this is a shock to the system. But use it to your advantage. Use it as a way to shift your mindset and stop thinking about your ex to start thinking about you. Now, I know this is easier said than done, but you can use this as fuel for your mindset, to use it as a rocket ship to success. At the time of a breakup, when you were dumped, unfortunately, your dumper saw you as a low-value individual. They saw you as somebody that they are not attracted to in a romantic way. Their level of romantic emotional attraction for you was very low. And what this means is that you need to make changes, not just for your ex, but for you. You need to raise your value and be somebody who is attractive to yourself as well as others. This includes your ex, but it includes other people as well. You need to be making sure you become a version 2.0 of yourself. And when you have this shock, when you find out that your dumper is dating someone new, this can sometimes be a way to really think to yourself, you know what, I need to shift my mindset. I'm thinking of my ex 24/7. I'm thinking about how I can try and get them back. But at this time, they're no longer single. At this time, they're dating somebody new. And at this time, I have no choice but to focus on me and what I can do to improve, to become a version 2.0 of myself. Look, if you ever hear from your ex again, or if you want to date new people, which is something I strongly suggest you do, even if you want your ex back or not, dating new people is the way to go. Again, I've spoken about this in other podcasts. Check them out if you want to understand why I believe this. But if you want to do this, if you want to attract anybody, your ex or somebody new, you need to become a version 2.0 of yourself. It's going to take work on your health and fitness, your mental well-being, your strength of character in every single way. And that is before we even look at your skill set, improving your skill set, improving your education. Every single element of yourself can be improved and should be improved. And you can only do this if you have the time to focus. So if and when you find out your dumper is dating somebody new, this gives you an element of time. It gives you a focus to consider, look, whatever I'm trying to do right now, my ex is unavailable. So I may as well concentrate on myself. I may as well spend time on myself, improving every single day, becoming a better person today than I was yesterday, a better person tomorrow than I am currently today. And then you can head towards becoming a version 2.0 of yourself. And if and when you hear from your ex again, because as I said in point number 1, they could easily become single again in the future. There is no guarantee that this new dating, this new relationship is going to last forever. So if and when they become single again, if and when they want to contact you, which is very, very possible if you do the right things, then you are somebody who can wow them. You will be a version 2.0 of yourself, and you'll be a better person in every single way than they can remember. And this is important because they ended the relationship. They did not see you as the type of person that they wanted in their life in a romantic way, and hence you need to improve. But please remember, do this for yourself, not just for your ex, because with or without your ex, you will have a positive future. Because if you don't get your ex back, if you do everything right, you will find somebody even better. So now let's get into point number 3 and the final point of today's podcast about dumper starts dating. What now if you want to get your ex back? And point number 3 is you never know when the story ends. We never know when the story ends with anybody in our life. We look at our life story, and when we consider our ex, we have a moment in that life story where we were together, we were in love. Right now, unfortunately, we are broken up with, we are not together. One or both people are not feeling the same level of love as they once did. But what does this show you? It shows you that life changes, it ebbs, it flows, and it is always moving. Now, you never knew at the time of your height of love with your ex that you was one day going to be broken up with. That was something which probably seemed inconceivable at that time. But it happened. Okay, but what's to say that from now, considering you can't get your ex back, why not? If once you was in love and now you are apart, why can't you be in love again? There has already been a huge shift. So if you consider this, you can see how it can change once more. We never know when the story ends. The story didn't end when you was together in a relationship. Unfortunately, it continued, and now you have broken up. So what's to say that it's ended now? Why do you think it's ended now when it didn't end previously? You never know when the story ends. You never know what is next. You never know what is going to happen in future chapters of your story. Your life story is long, and in it your ex had a starring role. Okay, right now they don't. In today's chapter, in tomorrow's chapter, in a few chapters down the line, they might not be involved, but they could be a starring role in future chapters way down the line. You never know. And whilst you're moving forward, whilst you're being positive, whilst you are self-improvement every single day, you can always envision a possibility where you might hear from your ex again and you can get them back. Now, this isn't a promise. There is no 100% guaranteed way to get your ex back, and not every single person will get their ex back. But what I can say is that if you do enough of the right things, then you may one day in the future have an opportunity to reconnect with your ex. You never know when the story ends. And as I've said, even if you don't get your ex back, if you do enough of the right things, you can find somebody even better. It's win-win. You either get your ex back or you find somebody even better than your ex. You might not think that's possible right now, but trust me, do enough of the right things and the right things will eventually come to you, whether that's your ex, whether that's somebody new. Ultimately, the only thing that matters is your happiness, your fulfillment, and your satisfaction in life. And you can live a happy, exciting and fulfilling life with or without your ex. You don't need them to be happy. But I'm not saying that they won't be involved once more, because if your life story is this long, then you need to consider the ebbs and flows that go through it, the changes that happen. And just because things aren't looking great right now, it doesn't mean that a few chapters down the line, maybe even many chapters down the line, your ex might have a starring role once more. If you believe that this podcast has helped you, then please consider buying me a coffee. The link to do so is in the description.
Yeah, if you miss your ex, we can help with that. Help you get him back, or we can help find you someone else. Yeah, Vincent Bo, the relationship coach, giving you some insight, bringing you a new approach. DateMe.tips, go and check the site, giving you advice, helping with your love life. Get your ex back, or move to the next. Ain't no sweat, you know Vincent Bo got you. Finding love ain't no problem. Yeah, DateMe.tips, check it out now.